Scott Jennings on CNN. I used to be like, CNN, man. This is ridiculous. Why can't you find a reasonable conservative to be on your show to give a different perspective so it's not just an echo chamber, right? I like having someone from the right on the show. I like that element, but why this ridiculous guy? Scott Jennings is just a clown, right? But here's the reality. As I've found, it's extremely difficult to find any right-wing influencer that's not just an absolute, spineless fraud, or a troll like Scott Jennings. That's just what it is. I don't know why these are the type of people that are attracted to right-wing media. The influencers are all bad. I don't know. There's good people listening in terms of in the audience, but these good people don't have any good people to listen to. Everyone they listen to, they're just savages, right? But I've thought about it and I think I'm wrong on that one. I think Scott Jennings should be on CNN because, we live in this country with a lot of diverse types of people and opinions and ideologies. And there are people in this country who are Americans, just like all the rest of us. And this is how they think, right? They probably love Scott Jennings. They love his point of view. They love how he's smacking down the liberals, right? Making them look bad and exposing their hypocrisy and whatever, And I think it's important that their point of view be represented. Because again, this country is not just for me. It's not just for you. It's for everyone. And I think there should be representation from all sides. Now, when he's saying really crazy stuff, he needs to be smacked down for it. So you're not going to just have him on there saying nonsense and you're not going to call him out. And a conservative would say, well, that's what they do, right? They might agree with how they're smacking him down but they feel that way. But he gets away. There's quite a few things that he says that are completely bogus, and they don't even say anything. There's no response. I don't know if they don't know any better or they get tired of checking him on everything. But here's the other reality that makes me think he really should be there. There's no big movement of folks on the right who are attacking Scott Jennings and, this guy's a clown or whatever. In fact, right-wing influencers probably will do videos highlighting how he owned the libs. So if there isn't a major opposition from the right to what he's doing and his perspectives, that means they agree with him or they support him, right? So that means that he is an accurate representation of at least part of the American right wing. And I would say a sizable part, because if he's on CNN, he's getting that level of exposure and he doesn't have a large group of people that are conservatives that are like, this guy's a clown, he's making us embarrassed. That says to me that they support it. It's like thumbs up. Yeah, own the libs. So you may laugh at it and say this is stupid and they're stupid and whatever it is. But if this is what they truly support, then keep him on the show, right? Call him out. Don't let him mislead people. But I don't think it's appropriate to not have, their voices heard. They're Americans, right? What if they were in the majority, right? And they feel like, my ideas are ridiculous or your ideas are ridiculous and they just want to omit you from the conversation, right? You wouldn't like that, right? So if this is their guy, right? I mean, they're free to protest and make a lot of noise and say, CNN, stop making us look bad and trying to smear us and pretend like this is how we think. That's not how we think. Why can't you find, that's what I'm the one. It's like I'm the one actually fighting for the conservatives, right? I said that, this is inappropriate. This guy's a clown. Can't you get a real conservative to make valid points or something? I felt like it was CNN trying to do spectacle for views. But again, if the American conservatives aren't, if I'm the one making the noise and they're not making the noise, you know what I mean? Who am I to say who should represent the conservatives, right? I'm not a conservative, right? So why should I have a problem with this guy representing conservatives if they don't, right? So as long as conservatives continue to be quiet and enable people like Scott Jennings, well, he represents them. So he should be on the show. He's the right guy. I mean, it's unfortunate. I would have hoped that there were more conservatives that would be like, I don't like what the left is doing and I want small government or less taxes, whatever it is, but this guy's a clown. But I don't hear anything. I can hear a pin drop. Crickets. So they support him, so keep him on the show. Sad reality, but it is what it is, as they say. Wow.